Good afternoon. Today, you guys are going to be deciding if coral reefs are really important or not. Coral reefs have existed and flourished for millions of years, so why is it now that they are just starting to disappear? The answer is coral bleaching. Coral bleaching is when there is an increase in temperature or carbon dioxide emissions, which then the corals bleach themselves. This bleaching causes the corals to become ill and eventually die. Without reefs, most, if not all, marine organisms would also die, which could also have profound effects on non-marine life, including humans. This problem not only affects humans, humans also have the potential to save our reefs. Humans have led to the increase in greenhouse emissions. This includes CO2. When carbon dioxide combines with the water, it creates carbon acid, which lowers the pH of the ocean water. This resulting in ocean acidification makes it difficult for the corals and many of the marine organisms that depend on the corals to survive. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, many algae and other aquatic organisms form symbiotic relationships with the coral or depend on them for their substance. So without them, they would die. Fish diversity has also been impacted as many species rely on healthy reefs for their environment. Coral reefs are essential spawning, nursing, breeding, and feeding grounds for numerous organisms. In terms of biodiversity, for numerous organisms, the variety of species living on the coral reef is greater than any other shallow water marine ecosystem and is one of the most diverse on the planet. Despite their diversity and evident importance, coral reefs cover less than 0.1% of the ocean floor. According to the article, coral reefs support more than 800 hard coral species and more than 4,000 species of fish. Therefore, when the sunlight can't pierce through the water because of the pollution caused by man from dumping sewage and waste from factories, the algae inside of the polyps ultimately cause the polyp to die because they don't get any light. And once the polyps die, the fish and marine organisms that feed on them will die as well. If these fish die, we will lose a major source of food. And although these factors lead to coral bleaching, global warming has been the main cause of impacting on these organisms. Coral reefs have existed for millions of years, and they are not only the most diverse ecosystem, but they are one of the most diverse ecosystems, but they are one of the most important. Without them, we might not have the food, resources, and income or even medicine that we have today. So human benefits from healthy oceans and coral reefs way more than we actually realize. Human activity and excessive amounts of carbon dioxide in our oceans have caused our coral reefs to bleach themselves and die. Without the continuous loss of our beautiful reefs and oceans, there will be a catastrophic change in our world that will most likely harm humans. If we continue living in an unsuitable manner, our coral reefs will be gone in no time. So we need to act quickly and to protect our reefs. Without our coral reefs, we could not survive. To maintain or even improve our current state of coral reefs, we must actively try to prevent global warming, overfishing, and improper waste disposal. If we prevent overwarming, improper waste disposal, and overfishing, we could slow down or even stop coral bleaching. If we protect our oceans and consequently our reefs, we will have a safer, cleaner food source that results in the possible cure for medicines. Many people don't realize that if we lose our reefs and our oceans, our world as we know it will slowly start to deteriorate. It'll be a domino effect and everything might die, including humans. If we decide to care for our oceans and our reefs and save them, we will greatly benefit from them because our oceans bless us in so many ways. However, if we don't save them, the human race as we know it will be a thing of the past. As I've reached almost the end of my presentation, I hope that I have demonstrated how important our coral reefs are to humanity. If we don't save our reefs, the punishment will be catastrophic. So, I want you to practice your greenness by conserving water when showering, shaving, and brushing your teeth, by riding a bike or carpooling with a friend or family member, and by picking up litter in your local waterways or around on the floor and trash. For centuries, coral reefs have provided us with many cultures with staple food, chemical compounds, and cures for diseases. If we choose to ignore the current state of these precious life-giving ecosystems, we might be saying goodbye to a possible cure for cancer, allowing millions to die of famine or causing thousands of species to go exist. The time to act is now. These are my works cited, and I hope you guys enjoyed.